We haven't even gotten Earth straight yet, okay? And now you talk about reusable rockets.
What do you mean, Earth? But we reuse rockets.
I'm not going to outer space for a minute, for a while, and try to come back in a reusable rocket. No. I don't like to fly, and I'm in these reusable planes. So you think I want to fly in a reusable space plane?
Okay, Jay, speaking of having so much money you don't even know what to do with, space tourism.
Dumb.
Okay, I don't know if it's dumb. Hold on now.
No, go ahead. It was knee-jerk reaction. You're right. Go ahead.
Space tourism is a rapidly evolving from a luxury for the ultra-rich to a more accessible, though still premium experience. What is it? Well, there's been a market trend. There's been a rapid expansion. The global space tourism market is projected to grow at a compound annual growth rate of 15 to 25% from 2025 to 2030. What does that mean? I don't know. That's just what it says. With an estimated 250 to 400 people expected to travel into space in 2025 alone. By 2030, the industry could reach a valuation of $10 to $15 billion, what the Lakers sold for, driven by technological advances, reusable rockets, and increased consumer interest. So
let me stop you right there.
Okay, so before we get into the different experiences, what do you have to say about this?
What you mean reusable rockets?
Hold on.
No, wait a minute. That bad boy is supposed to burn up and then a little capsule falls into the ocean.
That's not true.
And a little capsule is supposed to fall into the ocean and the rest of the thing just float out in space or something.
1960s. There was in the 1980s, what was it? The Voyager was flown several times before it blew up.
Exactly. We have not mastered.
It was going in and out of space several times before it blew up, and we have mastered it. We
haven't mastered this planet yet for us to be using reusable rockets. Okay, because we just had that submersible.
That's something different. That was a private company.
We haven't even gotten Earth straight yet. Okay, and now you talk about reusable rockets.
What do you mean Earth straight yet? What does that mean?
We haven't even finished tourism here yet.
Well, no. Hey, look, we know more about space than we do about the ocean, and the ocean is right here.
Okay, go ahead. Reusable rocket. You done lost me with that. You know the little toy rockets, you would put it together and then you would light a thing and the rocket would shoot up a little bit. And you couldn't even reuse those. So now an actual rocket you're trying to reuse? Yeah, all right.
You can't reuse fireworks.
You can't even reuse fireworks. And you talk about just the words reusable rocket.
But we reuse rockets. There was a rocket, there was a space shuttle that went into space several times before it blew up. Like several times. And then they put the teachers and stuff on there, and then it was one teacher. And then it blew up. And that was like a big moment in America. They was like, oh, we're going into space. The teacher is gonna go into space, and it blew up while all the little kids was watching it. It was very traumatic.
Yeah, yes, everybody remembers that. It was a very important moment in history.
But that space shuttle had gone into space several times. It was built specifically for that.
I don't care. Reusable. They need to come up with another word, another phrase, because reusable rocket is just not going to work for me.
You're the linguist. How is another way that you can say reusable rocket?
I don't know, but that is not.
What about a rocket you can use a bunch of times?
No, because I just think about recycled rocket. Like it's
not the same thing. It's not the same thing. I need you to get off of this. It's a thing. It's reusable rockets are a thing.
Oh, God. Okay. I see that. I Googled it. I see that.
Yes.
But like, I don't like terminology.
Okay. All right. Well, there are different types of experiences, and they're divided up into two main categories. There are suborbital flights or orbital flights. Suborbital flights are brief journeys to the edge of space, offering a few minutes of weightlessness and a spectacular view. Orbital flights are multi-day missions that circle the Earth, providing a more immersive astronaut experience. Immersive
Immersive,
astronaut
yeah.
experience. Look, I talked about it last week, or I talked about it on the show on Tuesday. One of my friends who listens to the show was like, "You mess up on a lot of words." Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I have a speech impediment, and it seems like it's getting worse as I get older. Okay, which is not good because I'm doing the show and I
Right.
can't help it. It's not something that I can change. And you know what? I'm not gonna edit it out because it's me. So,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
sometimes I'm gonna mess up on words. It's also been a long day. This is
Yeah.
the midnight time. Well, it's not midnight time. I'm gonna mess up
It
on
feels
words.
like it.
Yeah, bear with me. But Jay,
Yeah.
let's go back to these suborbital
Reusable
flights.
rockets.
No, not the reusable rockets, suborbital or orbital flights. If
Yeah.
you were to do something on a non-reusable rocket, would you want to do a suborbital or an orbital flight?
Are you asking me, do I want to go up to practically space for a few minutes
Mhm.
or go into actual space for a few days?
Yeah, that's a
Listen,
difference.
no, I want to go to almost space for a little bit and come back. I don't want to go to outer space for multiple days
Why not?
and then try to come back on a reusable rocket. I
Look,
don't want to do it.
all right. So when you go to the beach, when we were little and we went to the beach, did you just walk up to the edge of the beach and just put your toes in the water and then not go back in the water? Or did you get in the water?
Yeah, I did. And you want to know what happened? I got caught in an undertow and almost drowned. And
I-
now today, I stand at the edge of the water and look out because I learned my lesson. I don't need to learn a lesson twice.
Wait, I don't
Okay.
remember this. How come I don't remember this? You get
I
caught
was
out.
like
I feel like
9
this is
years
a story
old.
that you're making up right now.
No, I was 9 years old. We went to Ocean City and I was swimming in it was
Nope.
almost like a
Had to be
funnel.
Virginia Beach, not Ocean
Oh
City.
yeah, sorry. Yes, Virginia Beach. And it was almost like a funnel, like a suction was wrapped around my foot. And I know now you're supposed to swim parallel to the beach, but I didn't know that then. And I could not get out of it. And I thought I was going to drown, and then it released and I was able to come back up. But I learned my lesson. I don't need to learn a lesson twice. And so that tells me I could go to the edge of space to almost space for a little bit, be weightless and look at the earth, and that's cute, and then come back down. I'm not going to outer space for a minute, for a while, and try to come back in a reusable rocket. No.
All right. Well, what are some of these companies like? What are some of them charging? So you got Virgin Galactic.
Mm-hmm.
As of 2025, ticket prices are around 450,000 to do what you want to do.
Yeah.
Just go up to touch outer space. Not actually be in outer space, but to touch it, to see it. To see.
Listen, I'm already in outer space.
Okay.
First of all. So you asking me to leave the surface of the earth. That's what you're asking me to do. I don't like to fly in a reusable plane. So now you asking me.
Wait a minute. You fly in a reusable plane every time you fly.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't like to fly and I'm in these reusable planes. So you think I want to fly in a reusable space plane?
I tell you what I don't want to do is fly in a new plane. I need that bad boy to be tested a few times.
I do kind of want that to be broken in, but I don't want my rockets that way.
Okay, all right. So Blue Origin operates the New Shepard rocket, and that provides an 11-minute suborbital flight that crosses the Cayman line, which is 62 miles above the Earth. And ticket prices for that genuinely range from only 200 to 300,000, with 150,000 deposit required to secure a seat.
No, thanks.
So orbital space tourism. Well, we know who the main honcho for that is
Mm-hmm.
Elon Musk and SpaceX they offer orbital missions. These are the multi-day trips,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes all the way up to the International Space Station. And that could cost up to $55 million per seat. Now, if you're the person that just sold the Lakers,
Right.
you could definitely afford this. A few trips.
That's pocket change.
Yeah, a few trips.
Yeah.
And then Axum Space partners with SpaceX for private missions to the International Space System with similar pricing and experiences.
Mm-hmm.
Let's not forget the Blue Origin's all-women crew. I think that's what Gayle King and Katy Perry was on April 14th, 2025. They launched 6 women, including celebrities and entrepreneurs, on a suborbital journey, highlighting the symbolic and emotional appeal of space tourism.
Mm.
We saw how Gayle King came back, and all she did was suborbital. She ain't even do the orbital. Look, you also got some balloon-based tourism. Companies like Worldview and I just know you got something to say. And Space Perspective have sold thousands of tickets for stratospheric balloon flights, with Worldview requiring only $500 deposit to join the wait list. So you go up there in a balloon, and you go really, really high in a balloon. Not a hot air balloon. I'm going to imagine it be something a little different than a hot air balloon. But you go all the way up there, and it kind of feels like, it's cold. So what you do when you go up there in that balloon? Come on, Jay. What?
You know how the Amish have this little period when they turn a certain age where they go out into the world and experience non-Amish life, right?
Yeah, I saw some this weekend riding scooters in DC. I said, hey, they ain't supposed to be riding no scooters.
And you're supposed to learn something about yourself, and then you decide if you want to continue with the Amish lifestyle or traditions.
Mm-hmm.
I think everybody should have like a period where they black.
Wait a minute. What? Where are you going with this? Where are you going?
Because things like balloon-based tourism, where I'm getting into a stratospheric balloon, just would not be a thing. Because somebody with common sense would say, I don't think we should do that.
Join the conversation and follow the Unsolicited Perspectives podcast on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your audio podcasts.